Hey there, people, and welcome back to Who Wants to See Some Horizon Zero Dawn. I know I do. So when we left off, we were questioning this dude who's not from the Karja, he's from another tribe. And I had to cut it off, but luckily we'd still pause in here.
I never heard anything about red raids growing up. What were those?
Your tribe was at war and you didn't even know? Were you kept hidden away? Did you have overprotective parents or something?
I grew up as an outcast, shunned by the tribe.
Oh, yeah, I've heard the Nora do that. That seems cruel, if you ask me. But even an outcast knows about the derangement of the machines, right? How they get deadlier every year? Well, the mad Sun King figured if he spilled enough blood to the Sun God, it would calm the machines. Didn't work. But for years, he raided the tribes and took captives for sacrifice. My sister among them. The Nora put up a good fight, but lives were lost.
So, what happened? How did it all end?
The Mad King's own son united Karja rebels with Oseram freebooters. And together we did the impossible, took back Meridian and killed the crazy old king. So now the Sun sits on the throne, and it's a big improvement. Under Avad, there's no more sacrifices, no more slavery. People from all tribes are welcome in Meridian now, even Nora exiles. You really should come visit.
I think this guy's coming on to me. I don't know, I'm kind of dense when it comes to this stuff. Also, hopefully, you like, all this exposition stuff, because I live for this. The open world stuff feels weird to me, okay? Because there's a lot more empty space, but I'm glad I can fill it with this. I know it's not really me entertaining you or talking or saying anything, even remotely engaging. Not that I do. I'm kind of dumb when it comes to that. But, I hope at least this helps fill the gaps for you, because this is the stuff I live and breathe for in these kind of games, is finding someone I can question the hell out of.
Who are the Oseram?
Oh, that's my tribe, far to the northwest. We're good at three things: arguing, working steel, and brewing.
And freebooters. What are those?
I guess you could say we were mercenaries, warriors for pay. Except a lot more loyal than that makes us sound. Avad couldn't have taken down his father without our metal and muscle. And now, some of us serve proudly as his personal vanguard.
So Oseram, they're pretty much a human version of fantasy dwarves. I can respect that. If I ever play anything fantasy-oriented on here, you can goddamn believe I'm gonna be a dwarf if I can be a dwarf, and if I can, I'm gonna befriend every dwarf. If I can. If there's a way, I don't care if it pisses everybody else off in the game. That's just how I roll. Dwarven pride, boy. Also, that's not why I slipped into a bit of a mock Scottish accent when I was going after those boars a few episodes back. That's a totally different thing that maybe, 3 people in the world would understand. I'm not gonna explain it. Have fun speculating.
Your sister was taken captive and sacrificed. That's terrible.
Captive, yes. Sacrificed, no. It takes more than a few Karja to finish Ursa. She got away, and now she's my captain. Captain of the entire Vanguard. Favored by the Sun King himself.
How did she survive?
Well, that's a story, all right, but it takes a while to tell. Maybe another time over a drink or 3? Or just come to Meridian and meet her yourself. I think you'd like each other. You're both rather, direct.
Maybe. You are not an ugly man. I can say that. Probably. Moving on.
You said the machines have been getting more dangerous every year.
Yeah, I don't have to tell you that, right?
First I've heard of it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just assumed everyone knew. Well, the way I hear it, 15, 20 years ago, the machines weren't always pissed off like they are now. When a hunter came at them, they'd spook and run. So it was hard to take them down, but not dangerous, so long as he was smart enough to jump out of the way. But then the derangement starts up and everything changes. Now, when a hunter fires a shot, the machines snarl and charge right at him. A few more years pass and they start attacking people on sight. Going anywhere becomes a major risk. If that wasn't bad enough, entirely new kinds of machines start showing up. Bigger, meaner, and heavily armed.
Like the Sawtooth.
Yeah, 10 years ago, that one. But every couple of years or so, something worse comes along. Believe me.
So what's making it happen?
And no one knows. And the machines, well, they aren't telling.
Are there...
Tell me about the derangement again.
Well, the way I hear it, when a hunter came at me,
Yeah,
so it
no,
was
I don't
hard,
need to hear
but
this
then
again. It just...
now, when a few more years, if that wasn't
Please.
bad.
Like the Sawtooth?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
10 years.
So what's making it...
Yeah,
No one.
stop it. Sorry, it was still... looked like it was still a solid white.
If the Karja have such a cruel history, how did you end up serving them?
The last king and his men were butchers. But the new king wants peace. There's nothing cruel about that. Besides, the Karja don't just fight, they build. But take Meridian. Next to it, everything else is just a bunch of sticks and stones.
Just how big is Meridian? What's it like?
Where do I even start? My tribesmen are masters of the forge, the best tinkers in the world. But when it comes to building, the Karja have us beat. The city soars over a canyon with more bridges than the Nora have roads and buildings tall as mountains. And across the valley stands the spire, like a blade thrust into the sky reflecting the sun. You really owe it yourself to see it. So consider that a challenge. Or an invitation.
He wants me. He definitely wants me. Hi, Cap.
I want to ask you about something you said before.
Ask away.
Yeah, why is this still solid white? I'm pretty sure I asked about Olin earlier.
Tell me about Olin again.
When he's not...
No, don't. Alright.
I should make my way to the blessing.
Yeah. Look, maybe I shouldn't say this, but it's obvious that you don't belong in this backwater. I mean, you're smart. You're obviously capable, and... well, I mean, look at you.
What are you talking about?
You know what. All right, if you ever visit Meridian, look me up. I'll show you around, make introductions. It'll be a whole new life, if you want it. Anyway, I have to go to that blessing thing, too, so, see you around, maybe?
Maybe. Maybe. Errand, that's your name? That's your name. Hello, cat. Yeah, climb on up the legs. Whoop. No, let me up. Up, please. Up is where I want to go. Well, screw you then. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Sound off. So I can't talk to you guys. Wait. Can I? No. No, I cannot. Can I go up this set of stairs? Like... no, this is just full-on forbidden. Probably in-game by tribal law, but also forbidden as in, no, you can't do that. You silly, silly person. Do. Take the path of least resistance. Everyone's like, I'm gonna use the road. Not I. Up! Oppa! Hello, Nora Brave.
The festival before my sister's proving had much better music.
Yeah, well, you shut your mouth.
We'll start the blessing when all aspirants are in place.
Talk to here she is, all the way over here.
Karja took my little sister to the village.
Errand.
Oh, Mother, forgive them, for I surely won't.
Talk to Irid. Ha!
Oh,
Expecting more tomatoes?
in truth, I thought they were throwing stones.
Stones hit a lot harder. You'd know the difference.
If you wish to speak, we should do so after the ceremony. I'd rather not hold things up, or do anything else that angers these people.
You know what? That's fair. That is 100% fair.
Aloy, take your place right there. The prayer lantern is yours. I made it for you.
Thank you, Other Grandma.
Blasphemy. Sisters. Aspirants, before each of you sits a prayer lantern crafted by your mother. In her honor,
Oh, that's Dick Bag
light
Kid.
its flame.
In honor of Rost. And all he did to help me get here.
Yeah, that's the only
Oh,
one.
Mother, hear our prayer. What is the child but a mother's hope that takes flight? A glowing flame that climbs the air, set free to the wind, sailing the sky till it fades and falls. So, from one to another, passes the chain of love.
There's Olin. I have some questions for him.
Yo, Olin! Where'd you get your ear thing? Hey, Olin! Is that dickbag kid who threw rocks at me still around? No, he cleared out.
I'd rather not have it around the fire. Shame.
Where's that priest, too?
Your blessing was most illuminating. I've never seen its like. A rare gift indeed.
But you don't believe in Allmother, do you?
Usually the distance between our tribes shrouds Norroways from Karja eyes. But here among you, I see a beauty that shines true. Perhaps Naman is right after all, that the sun's light brightens all lands and all peoples.
Who's Naman?
One of my brethren, who believes the sky is wide enough for the faiths of all tribes.
Who is the Sun King you speak for?
His Luminance Avad is the 14th king of the Radiant Line. His light envelops the sky and everything beneath it. He is the chosen of the sun. By his divine rule, we are given sight and purpose.
You speak highly of him. Do you know him well?
By his nature, he is unknowable and infallible. We are his instruments, not his companions. I have been in his presence, but we draw down our hoods so as not to behold his light directly.
He's the sun, he has total power, and no friends. That couldn't go wrong.
Anyway, what about the Crazy King?
If your Sun Kings are so infallible, how do you explain the crimes of the last king?
Well, the sun's glory is a great and brazen crown for a vessel as small as a man. If the vessel is flawed, indeed in the burial caves, one can see the skulls of the past kings are cracked, trialed and fired in the sun's kiln. That can be too much for any man to bear, even a ruler of men.
So the sun can make bad choices like anyone else.
Oh, no, no, no.
Yeah.
Has there ever been a Sun Queen?
Many wives and consorts, of course. Or, oh, you mean for the sun to choose a queen? This has not happened.
Why not?
The sun is masculine, of course, and so would choose its heirs thus.
It's a light in the sky. I've never seen anything dangling from it. I don't know if you've noticed, but women run things around here.
Well, Avad took a woman as captain of his vanguard, the first to hold such an honor.
You mean Aaron's sister, Ursa. From what he told me, she sounds formidable.
Oh, formidable indeed. A woman, and an outsider as well.
She might make a fine Sun Queen, given a chance.
A sun... Oh, no, no, no. No.
Alright, that's it. Take down the patriarchy!
Who are you, Sun Priest?
I am the Reverend Irid. The glory of the Karja is the sun's glory, reflected. We Sun Priests are but glimmers of its great light.
You just said a lot, but you didn't tell me anything.
My apologies. My duty is to carry out the will of the Sun by serving its emissary among us, the Sun King. I comfort those who walk by the light of day, and I travel to those in far reaches whom the light barely touches, bearing warmth.
So you live in Meridian?
I do. Where better to mark the sun's divine passage than where the sandstone glows in the light of its passing? I was raised in the mesa's great shade, its wild bird markets and metal cellars, spices and colored silks.
Sounds impressive.
Oh, you should behold it. And you can if you make the journey. At His Luminance's order, we have flung its gates open to all.
Any Nora who leaves the sacred land becomes an exile. But hey, who knows where I'll end up. Did you come all this way just to deliver your Sun King's speech?
It is my duty, and also my honor, to carry the light of atonement to those we overshadowed and wronged. I swallowed my fear, but it re-emerged. I am glad Erend van Guardsman made this journey. He is my shield, a good man.
And, you know, he wants me. He absolutely wants me. I mean, who could blame him? Look at me. No, not at Aloy. At me. Go look at that thumbnail. Gaze upon my metallic skin and pointy beard. Oh yes, he will be mine. He will be mine.
Why were the Karja at war with the Nora?
Under the 13th Sun King, the Karja had no peace with any tribe. His luminance has sent those days to dusk. We must renew the light that binds us, though few volunteered to come here.
The Nora scare you. They're good at making people feel unwelcome.
It's said one soldier died for every Nora taken alive. But I see you can be as calm as you are fierce.
This has been illuminating, but I should get going.
You have already been blessed, but may the dawn find you, the day warm you, and the dusk have light to guide your path.
Those are some pretty words, Yurid. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, there you are, sir.
Hello, Olin.
You know my name? Ah, guess Aaron told you.
Why did you act so strange when we spoke earlier?
Must be this festival. I'm really not one for crowds. Maybe I should just turn in.
Stop dodging my questions.
All right, cool your fire. I got nothing to hide.
Oh, really? Where did you find your focus, you dirty little rat?
I've never seen anyone else with a focus. Where exactly did you find it?
In a ruin, north of the Claim. That's our name for the Oseram homeland. Up there, the metal seams run deep. Steel giants half buried in loose soil. Forgotten caves that the old ones bored into mountain rock. Your eyes just lit up.
I found my focus in a cave just like you're describing. A ruin of the old ones.
If you've delved yourself, you know as much as I do. Go to those places for answers. Not me.
When we spoke earlier, you winced, then looked like you were in pain. Or frightened. Did your focus show you something?
It didn't show me anything. I told you. It malfunctioned. Happens all the time.
You're not a very convincing liar.
Do you always accuse people you've just met of lying?
Only the ones who aren't telling the truth.
Fire and spit, girl. I'm a plain hammered man with nothing to hide. You don't believe me, that's your trouble, not mine.
What are you doing here, Olin? Why come to Noraland?
Aaron needed a scout for his expedition, and a second for his drinking, that's all. Someone to stop the Sun Priest getting lost. When all this is over, I'm back to delving ruins, rummaging for scrap, scrounging up trinkets to sell.
So you're an explorer?
Just another Outlander, girl. A man's gotta make his shards. I just make mine in service to the King's court. That's all.
I expected more of you, Olin.
I I don't understand. We have this device in common, but you can't wait to stop talking to me.
I already have all the friends I need, girl. I don't need the bother.
I'm used to being shunned by the tribe. I thought you'd be different.
It's nothing personal. It really isn't. You should... try to enjoy yourself tonight. Big day tomorrow. Always best to make every day count.
I don't like you.
That musician didn't come back this year. You never want to have long down here.
Alright, so old mother lady. Oh no, she is here. Hey, Tirsa!
Aloy, now that the blessing has been made, you and I finally have a moment to speak. I hope the ceremony wasn't too unpleasant for you, given your circumstances.
No, I have to be honest.
I can't say it was comfortable, but I could see the beauty of the ritual, even so.
It takes a generous heart, Aloy, to commend a ritual that venerates all that you were denied.
All I'm saying is that it didn't bother me. I have bigger things to worry about than hearing the Nora mumble about their mothers.
I see. I imagine you must have questions for me then.
Yeah. You're not gonna answer the big one on the top right there, though.
Ross told me that matriarchs don't just lead the tribe. What else do you do?
We teach, offer counsel, give blessings. When necessary, we judge. Our only concern is the welfare of the tribe. Among our number this year, we count 3 high matriarchs and some 30 lesser matriarchs.
What's the difference?
Matriarchs are grandmothers with 2 generations of living progeny. But a high matriarch is a great-grandmother with 3 or more generations to her name. Thus do we speak for generations, lending our opinions weight. The high matriarchs most of all.
So, the more children you have, the more authority you get? I guess that's one way to decide who leads a tribe.
Why would there be any other?
Yeah, okay.
Why does Lansra hate me so much?
She is a woman of extreme opinions. More than that, I cannot say.
It's not my fault that I was born, or that the matriarchs decided to cast me out.
I side with you in this matter, but there are differences of opinion, and any vote of the high matriarchs requires a majority.
So, if there's only 3 of you, that means 2 of you decided to cast me out, and you're the cool one. I like you.
It surprises me the tribe lets outcasts run in the Proving. It's not like the Nora to be so hospitable.
It has always been law that any child outcast has this right, as a means to rejoin the tribe. So far as I know, however, you are the first ever to exercise this right.
I'm not surprised. I doubt many outcast children survive long enough in the wilds to come of age.
I think, rather, it is because child outcasts are so rare. In all my years, I've only known of one other child who was cast out. A boy of 13, who killed his mother. But at the Proving 5 years later, he did not appear.
No. I'd be surprised if he survived very long on his own.
But at least he had a chance. Other tribes would have simply executed him. It may be hard for you to accept, Aloy, but the practice of shunning is, relatively speaking, humane.
Oh, is it? Try it out for 18 years, Tirsa, and then let me know what you think.
Whoa, okay.
Why was I made an outcast at birth, Tirsa? What crime could I have committed even before I was born?
Aloy, this is not a question I can answer.
Didn't think so.
Why not? It's simple enough. And what about my mother? Is she here tonight, watching me? Or is she dead? Is she here? Or nowhere?
I am sure your mother is here with us, if only in spirit.
That's not really an answer, is it? Just so you know, Tirsa, the reason I'm here is to get answers. Real ones. And when I win the Proving, I will demand them.
I know, Aloy. I would expect nothing less.
I didn't know I was so transparent. Speaking of parent, what about Rost? What'd he do?
What about Rost? Why was he made an outcast?
So, he never told you?
He said he swore an oath never to speak of it.
Yes. As did I, and the other matriarchs. I'm sorry, Aloy. But Rost's past is another secret I must keep from you.
What else is new?
Alright.
I should be going. I'm sorry if I've been too harsh. It's just... I've wanted answers for so long.
I know, child. You're not the only one who's waited years for this day. I will be praying for your success.
Do you have any new stuff, Erend?
That blessing wasn't bad. Nice and short, anyway. But I know a half-dozen Oseram tinkers who could put on a better fireworks show. Oops. I hope I'm not throwing a wet blanket on your sacred ritual. It was nice. Really. Yeah, well, good luck in that proving thing. Maybe I'll see you in Meridian someday. Who knows?
That was a beautiful exchange, I have to say. Okay. Off to the other stuff. Hey. Ha! Ow. My bad. Alright. Don't go being an idiot. Oh. Gimme. Yeah, that's all mine. Absolutely, that's all mine. Jump. I'm through. Hey, Nora child.
I don't need a new friend.
What was that, you little... Alright, fine. Whoop. Hey. You wanna be my friend?
Other things to do besides talk to me.
Yeah, I guess I do. I have to go in this house, or whatever this is.
Motherless chuff.
Douchebag.
What did you say?
Find your bed, outcast, and dream of winning the proving. That's the closest you're gonna get.
Oh, this is the bed house? With you standing guard, I figured it was the latrine.
Your very presence here.
Dickbag.
Well, look who's come in from the wild. The motherless outcast. I see you've still got a scar from where that rock I threw hit you. Now that's a cherished memory.
You can be a real lard sometimes, boss. Cut it out.
Speaking of douchebag, or did I call him dickbag? I think I called him dickbag.
You didn't know the words to the blessing, did you? But no one hears your prayers anyway.
I wanna slug him.
Are you gonna let boss talk to you that way? I wouldn't.
We saw you talking with the outsiders. Couldn't convince them to take you either, huh?
That's it.
Aw, you even try to dress like a real Nora. Not that it fools anyone.
So this is how it's gonna be with you, is it?
This is how it's gonna be with everyone, outcast. You belong in the wilds, not Mother's heart. And you definitely don't belong in the proving.
Oh, so many ways to go.
The only way you know how to feel strong is to make someone else feel weak. It's not working.
I've trained all my life. You'll see tomorrow how strong I am.
Oh, I've seen plenty. You grew a man's body, kind of. But down deep, you're still a scrawny little brat.
You know, I often think of the day I gave you that scar. It's a cherished memory.
Yeah. The look on your face when I knocked that stone out of your hand was pretty entertaining. But I suppose you leave that part of the story out when you tell it, don't you?
I branded you that day to mark your shame.
All you did that day was make me stronger. Just wait. I'll show you tomorrow.
Yeah, right. This is boring. Time for Boss to get some sleep. You'll be the one surprised tomorrow, outcast. Not me.
Oh, are you gonna shut your mouth? Because that would be a surprise.
Time for Boss to speak in the third person, apparently, as well. Alright, I will talk to Vala in the next episode. We are gonna cut this off here. Sorry. That's what I'm doing. That's how it's going. So yeah, if you like what you saw here today, go ahead and like it. If you didn't like it, hey, that's cool too, man. Throw me some comments, all that good stuff. And I will catch up with you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.